While you're asleep, your phone is awake. Not just on, not just charging, it's working, whispering, checking, syncing, negotiating with invisible networks like a night shift worker who never clocks out. And that raises a few uncomfortable questions. If your phone is resting, why is it still sending and receiving data? Why does it sometimes feel warmer in the morning, like it ran a marathon on your nightstand? Why do you wake up to new notifications you swear did not exist when you went to bed? And what does it mean when your phone knows you slept badly before you do? Let's pull back the blanket. Because what your phone does while you sleep isn't magic. It's a set of systems, quiet, efficient, and constant, that can affect your battery, your privacy, your attention, and yes, even your sleep. The first thing your phone does is check the doors. The moment you stop using your phone, it does not fall asleep. It shifts modes. Think of your phone like a restaurant after closing. Lights dim, chairs go up, the place looks quiet. But in the back, someone is still counting cash, locking doors, cleaning the grill, checking inventory. Your phone does the same. It enters a low power state, sometimes called idle, where it tries to conserve energy. But idle does not mean inactive, because your phone still has jobs it promised to do. Job number 1, it talks to the tower, even when you're not talking. Even at 3:17 a.m., your phone is in a constant relationship with the outside world. It's maintaining a connection to cellular towers and Wi-Fi routers. And that connection isn't a single steady conversation. It's more like checking in. Still there? Yep. Signal okay? Mostly. New messages? Maybe. These check-ins cost power, usually tiny amounts, but they add up, especially if your signal is weak. Here is the catch. A weak signal can make your phone work harder, not less. When your phone struggles to hear a tower, it boosts its effort, like you raising your voice at a loud party. That means more radio activity, more battery drain, often more heat. So if your phone loses 20% overnight on your bedside table, sometimes it's not old battery. Sometimes your phone spent the night shouting into the void. Job number 2. It becomes a mailroom for your apps. Now here is the clever part. Most apps aren't allowed to run wild all night. Modern phone systems put them on a leash, but even leashed apps still get deliveries. Your phone receives push notifications, little packets that say, "Hey, something happened," sent from servers. A message arrives, a calendar event updates, a shipping status changes. A group chat wakes up and decides 2 a.m. is perfect for debating pizza toppings. And your phone acts like a mailroom clerk. It collects, sorts, and decides what gets delivered immediately and what waits until morning. Some notifications punch through, others get queued. Some are bundled, some are delayed, which explains something you have probably seen. You wake up, unlock your phone, and suddenly a flood of notifications appears all at once. That is not always your apps waking up. Sometimes it is your phone finally opening the mailroom doors. Job number 3. It quietly refreshes your world. You know that weird feeling when you open an app in the morning and it already seems updated? That is because your phone may have been doing background refresh tasks. Not constantly, not for every app, but in bursts when it decides conditions are right. Conditions like plugged in, on Wi-Fi, screen off, not moving much, low risk of you needing performance right now. That is basically the phone's definition. They are asleep. Perfect. So your phone might update app content, sync photos to the cloud, backup device settings, index your search history or photos for faster results, download new app updates, do maintenance on storage, like reorganizing little chunks of data. If your phone were a city, nighttime is when it repaves the roads. But there is a twist. Charging changes everything. When your phone is plugged in, it becomes bold. It is like a student who only does homework when someone is watching. It thinks, unlimited power? Great. Time to do all the chores I've been postponing. Charging unlocks a whole nighttime personality. Bigger downloads, more backups, more system maintenance, sometimes even learning patterns about your usage. And if you have ever noticed your phone stops charging at 80% for a while and then finishes right before you wake up, yeah, that is not laziness. That is strategy. Many phones use optimized charging, trying to reduce battery aging by not holding the battery at 100% all night. So it charges to a comfortable level, pauses, then tops off near your usual wake time. In other words, your phone may be practicing bedtime etiquette. Job number 4, it watches your movements, mostly for convenience. Okay, this part sounds creepy, but stay with me. Your phone has sensors, lots of them. Accelerometers, gyroscopes, microphones, light sensors, radar-like sensors on some models, location capabilities on most phones. While you sleep, your phone usually is not recording your life like a spy movie, but it can still collect signals that help it make decisions. Is the phone stationary? Is it in a dark room? Did the screen turn off and stay off? Is there a regular pattern of inactivity? These cues can feed features like do not disturb schedules, sleep mode or bedtime mode, alarm reliability, wellness estimates depending on settings and devices, significant location patterns for maps and suggestions. And yes, if you wear a smartwatch, your ecosystem gets even better at guessing your sleep and recovery. Sometimes it is genuinely helpful. Sometimes it is just more data in the pipeline, which leads to a big myth. Myth number 1. Airplane mode means nothing happens. Airplane mode stops cellular signals, and often Wi-Fi and Bluetooth unless you re-enable them. That does reduce external communication, but your phone can still do internal tasks. Organizing photos, indexing, cleaning caches, preparing updates, local backups, app housekeeping. Airplane mode is like locking the front door. It does not stop you from tidying your room. Now we zoom out from tech to psychology. Even if your phone is perfectly silent, it can still influence your sleep by being nearby, because your brain knows it is there. A phone on your nightstand is not just an object. It is a portal to people, problems, news, work, shopping, social comparison, entertainment, emergencies. And your brain treats portals like open loops. What if someone needs me? What if I missed something? What if there is bad news? What if I should check? Just once. That low-level readiness can keep your nervous system slightly on, even if you are not actively anxious. And if notifications are allowed through, like buzzes, pings, or screen flashes, your sleep can get peppered with micro-awakenings you do not fully remember. Your body might not wake up, but it can still shift gears, which might explain why you can sleep for 8 hours and still wake up feeling like you slept through an argument. Now here is the clever part. Your phone also tries to protect your sleep. Modern phones are not completely reckless. They have learned that if they destroy your sleep, you blame them. So they offer tools: bedtime and sleep, focus modes, notification summaries, dim screens at night, reduce blue light settings, silent delivery, scheduled downtime. But a small twist, those tools only work if you actually use them, because the default is to stay connected, stay updated, stay ready. Myth number 2, closing apps makes the phone sleep better. This one is tempting. It feels productive, like sweeping crumbs off the counter, but constantly forced closing apps can sometimes backfire. When you reopen them, they have to cold start, reload data, and reconnect. That can cost more energy than letting them remain in a suspended state. Your phone is already pretty good at putting apps to sleep. Your job is more about controlling what wakes them back up. So what happens next? The real-life cost of a phone that never sleeps. Let's connect it to everyday life. Battery. Overnight drain often comes from signal struggle, background sync, or a few overly chatty apps. Heat. Warmth can mean active radios, big downloads, or the phone doing maintenance while charging. Attention. The just-in-case mindset can keep your brain on standby. Privacy. The more your phone syncs, the more data moves, sometimes useful, sometimes excessive. And the big one, sleep quality. Not because your phone is evil, it is because it is designed for responsiveness. Your sleep is designed for the opposite. Practical takeaways: 5 choices that make your nights quieter. No panic, No throw your phone away forever. Just smart choices. Choice 1, make your phone boring at night. Use a sleep mode or a focus mode that silences non-essential notifications. Keep only the people who actually matter in emergencies. Choice 2, move it. Just a little. If your phone is within arm's reach, it is within temptation's reach. Put it across the room. Better, out of the bedroom if you can. Choice 3, fix the shouting into the void problem. If you get big overnight battery drain, check your signal where you sleep. Weak signal? Try Wi-Fi calling, move to a different spot, or use airplane mode if you don't need to be reachable. Choice 4, control the nighttime chores. If updates and backups spike heat or drain, let them happen on Wi-Fi while plugged in, but not necessarily on your pillow's edge. A cooler ventilated spot helps. Choice 5, create a 1-minute closing ritual. Before bed, set your alarm, turn on sleep mode, plug in, and put it down. That tiny sequence tells your brain we are off duty. And if you want one bonus move that feels almost unfairly effective, use a real alarm clock. Not because technology is bad, but because it removes the portal from the bedside. Conclusion: the quiet truth. Your phone doesn't sleep. It shifts. It becomes a night janitor, a mailroom, a network negotiator, a maintenance crew, and sometimes a little attention magnet, waiting for the smallest excuse to light up your brain. But you are not powerless. The goal is not to win a battle against your phone. It is to teach it a bedtime. Because when your phone finally learns to be quiet, your sleep gets louder. And that is the upgrade that matters most.